Hey guys, it's me. First and foremost, you guys can probably tell that I'm not using my HD camera. Yes, this is my laptop. Um, I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, this is like my fourth time filming this. And I'm really upset. My first video was like over an hour, so it's probably a good thing. I think I was rambling too much. But yeah, I'm just going to cut to it. So I am going to do the answers to the Q&A, the questions I should say that you guys have posted in my last video. Thank you guys so much for posting your questions. I didn't think there would be that many, and was pleasantly surprised. So thank you guys. I didn't think many of you would be that interested in my life, so it's pretty cool. Since I am filming on my laptop, I'm going to see if I can do this as smoothly as possible, but I'm just going to pull up my YouTube channel on my screen. That way I can read the questions and the answers. So, if I'm looking down a lot, that's why. So let's get started. And another thing, a lot of the questions were repeated, so in my first take, I just kept answering the questions over and over, but I think at this time around, I will just kind of shout your username out and say hey. So here we go. KOS Nova said, how do you prepare a roleplay video? And let me see, I'm just going to minimize this. Does that help? Yes. Okay. So typically what I do is I will kind of line up all of the items that I plan on using in the roleplay, and I put them in order. That way I try to stay on track and it keeps me focused, and then I know I won't leave anything out. And I typically, because I have technical difficulties like this video, I tend to run through it multiple times anyway, so it kind of helps me practice, and I can kind of play it back and hear the sounds and see what works and what doesn't. And I'll get ideas along the way, or I can kind of change direction and think of something else to do instead. So, Benny92 said, first comment. Sorry, Benny, someone beat you to it, but second comment. What do you like to do in your free time? So this was asked a lot by you guys, which is really cool and thoughtful. But usually I like to be active. I like to play sports. I like to go to the beach with my friends and hang out with them in general. I like to basically anything outside. I like to go by the pool. I like to watch Netflix. I like to read, play piano, I like to cook and bake, go shopping. Yeah. I like to travel and just try new things in general. Unlogic Z said, what TV series would you recommend? My all-time favorite TV show is New Girl. If you have not watched it, please do yourself the favor because it is amazing. It's so good. And everyone thinks it's a girly show. Kind of is a little bit, but it's not as bad as you think, I swear. There's actually more guy characters in there, and they're funny, and I love it. McPowell96 said, what ASM artist, inspired you to start creating videos? You deserve way more subscribers. Jack is the best. Thank you. ASM artist. Heather Feather actually is the reason I started making videos. And it's so crazy because I know she subscribed to me and she's commented on some of my videos in the past, and that's like amazing for me. I always get so starstruck. But yeah, I remember watching one of her videos, and she mentioned how she got started, and she said that she just felt like making one day. Like, she just randomly had the urge. And I was kind of sitting there, it was like a gloomy day, and I don't know, I was just feeling kind of down, and I wanted to make one of my own, so I just started. And it was terrifying, but I did it. And I remember sitting around my computer waiting. I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to comment on it. I wonder if anyone's going to watch it. And I didn't have very many views for a very long time, and that was okay. I still made them. I still had fun. And now I'm like in awe by the number of people who watch my videos. It's crazy. I didn't think I would ever still be making them, honestly, but I'm so glad that I am. Johnny Johnny F, 125. What are your ASMR triggers? For me personally, I like tapping, I like soft speaking, I like scratching sounds and fabric sounds. I like a lot of personal attention, so that's why I include a lot of face touching, things like that in my videos, because those trigger me. I tend to be more visual, but I guess it just depends on who I'm watching. Stern, oh my god, Stern McTurd said, do you watch any animes? No, I don't. Sorry. Hammerhead19, do you like yoga? I do, I actually really like yoga. I haven't been going as consistently as I used to, but I do want to get back into the habit of going. And I've even thought about doing some sort of like yoga video or something on my channel. I had a couple ideas on that, so I think one day I will get around to that. I am going to insult you. Favorite video games? Definitely Mario Kart. For sure, Mario Kart. Nell Aranda said, do you have a favorite sport? My favorite sport to play is beach volleyball with my friends. I used to play on like an intramural league when I was at US. Oh my god. Okay, well, I almost told you where I went to college. When I was at school, I was on a team, and I played with my friends, and that was really fun. But I can't believe I just did that. My favorite sport to watch is football. I love football. Accordion said, where are you from? Do you have siblings? You can or cannot read my name. P.S. I think you are a gorgeous woman. Thank you. I am from Central New York. I moved down here when I went to school, and then I've just stayed down here in Florida. And I do have siblings. I have a brother and a sister, and they're both older. Lauren 416 said, what kind of music do you like? What do you do for a job? So my favorite music would be basically anything I can dance to. I like hip hop, I like R&B, I like some rap, I like anything with a good beat, basically. And I also kind of go the opposite route, and I like John Mayer, Jason Mraz, obviously you guys know is my favorite. Ed Sheeran, James Bay, I like a lot of them too. And then what do I do for a job? So that was asked a lot by you guys. So I work for a doctor's office, and we are kind of like a specialist, so we do a lot of in-office procedures and surgeries and things like that. So it's not a normal doctor's office, but I mostly do administrative work right now, and I kind of taking this time right now to network and build connections, and so far it's working. It's been really great, and I love the people I work with. but this is temporary. I am planning on going to grad school in the fall, and I will get more on that later because I know a lot of people ask about that. And then also part-time, I tutor for math and science and like test prep and stuff. The Tube account said, my question, how badass is it for you to get up every single morning and to realize, no, it wasn't a dream, I really am Kaitlyn ASMR. By the way, I like your normal speaking voice even better than your whisper. I didn't think it was possible. Thank you. I hope you're glad to know that I'm talking in my normal voice now, just for you. And it's pretty badass being me. I'm just kidding, but really. Tool is awesome. Do you play any instruments? I do. I play piano. My very first YouTube channel ever was a piano type channel where I did tutorials and different covers of songs that people requested. I've since taken it down. That was forever ago. I think it was like 14 or 15 when I made that channel. And I also played the violin growing up. I probably couldn't play it now. Maybe a couple small little songs, but... Azale Avila said, what is your favorite Mexican food? Mexican food is my favorite food, but I love burritos. Burritos are my jam. Alan said, where do you see ASMR evolving in the future? I see it using a lot more technology. I'm sure, as you guys have noticed, different channels are doing really cool experimental things and using new mics and cameras, and I know like the 360 virtual ASMR videos are really popular now too. So I definitely see more innovative ideas like that. Hello, friendo2. Ever been pulled over by the police, and what happened? Yes. I got out of it, but I was pulled over for not having my lights on, and it was really late at night, and it was really embarrassing because I had just gone through a breakup, and I was like sobbing my eyes out, and I was on my way back getting cookie dough at this 24-hour convenience store because I wanted to make cookies by myself, and he pulled me over, and the first thing he asked if I had been drinking because my lights were off, and then he saw that I was crying and no makeup, and I was in pajamas, and I was a hot mess, and I think he felt bad for me. So he let me go. No, I had not been drinking. But yeah. So that happened. But I haven't been pulled over again since then. And that's a couple years ago. My neighbors above me and to the left of me are so loud. Leku Brian said, ma question est, vas-tu prendre le temps de traduire cette question? Oh, it's been too long. But will you take the time to answer this question? Yes, I will. B. Danny C. If you could be any superhero, which one would you be? Catwoman. Fun fact is all my friends call me Cat, so I feel like that's fitting. Kyle Rogers. Will you please go to prom with me? Aw, that's really sweet. I'm sure your prom has already passed. I'm sorry. But I'm sure you'll have a great time, and whoever you do bring will be a lucky girl. Have fun. Be safe. Austin, who do you think is going to win the 2016 NBA Finals? What is your dream car? A couple of people said Warriors all day. Yeah, buddy, game 1. Warriors. I don't know, I don't follow NBA. Whatever your favorite team is, Austin, that's the team I hope wins. And my dream car, Um, Probably, I don't know, I love my car now, so my car now is my dream car. Um, Freddie A. Chavez said, "Hi, Kaitlyn. If you were going to become a close friend to someone, what would be important for them to know?" That I love food and my life revolves around it, and I'll probably need you to be there and support me in my late night binge antics. And if you can't support me, we can't be friends. Frederick Jackson said, "What do you do for work?" I hope I answered that for you. Hello. Dana Burns, are you still planning to go to grad school to become a physician assistant, or are you done with school now that your undergrad is over? So this was asked a lot too, so I'll go ahead and answer this. I am planning on going back to grad school in the fall. I have applied to a program, so I'm just waiting to hear back, and I should be hearing back within the next couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks or so. So I'm super nervous. I check my emails constantly. But I'm hoping to do a continuation of my undergrad, which was biomedical sciences, and I'm hoping to eventually get my PhD and get into research, specifically cancer research. So I'm no longer interested in becoming a physician assistant. I did go through the whole interview process and I withdrew my application. I don't know, it was kind of a weird moment for me because my whole life had been leading up to that's what I wanted to do ever since I was 14, 15 years old. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy when I realized I no longer wanted to do that. And it has a lot to do with just that interaction with patients. I don't think that's something I'm really looking for, like I thought I once was. I definitely want to do something in the medical field, hence the research, but I do want to do a different side of it. So, and then all through undergrad and even now, I've spent a lot of time with cancer patients. That's where my specialty was, I guess you could say. And I worked at a cancer research hospital for 5 years. So that's where my passion has just kind of been, and it makes sense for me. Douglas Zavala said, "Would you like to join Fozzie Clan?" I don't know what that is. Sure. I don't know what that is. I'm probably signing my life away. JK, have you ever been recognized from your videos in public? I have, actually. There was this guy at this tea shop that I used to go to by my school, and it's funny because people in my life don't really know about my channel. I just recently told my best friend, and we live together, so it was really hard to keep it a secret for a while. And I just recently told my parents and my sister, and a couple friends here and there. So when I had ran into this person at this tea shop who recognized me, he said, "Hey, you're Kaitlyn. I watch your videos." And my best friend was with me, and she's like, "What is he talking about?" And I was like, "I don't know." She kind of walked away, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So that was a fail, and I apologize. I don't remember his name, and I'm sorry. But if you're watching, hi. I hope to see you again because I love that tea shop, and you're really cool. Okay. Dennis DJ Jr. Wow. What's your favorite hot sauce? Frank's. I don't know. That's the first one coming to mind. Racer X. I know you're a tea connoisseur, so tell us how to make the perfect 2-quart pitcher of sweet iced tea. I actually am going to do a video about how to brew tea, how to store tea. A lot of people have actually asked me different tips and stuff, so I am going to make one. However, I do not make sweet tea, so I cannot tell you how to make the perfect 2-quart pitcher of sweet iced tea. But I can tell you how to make a mean regular iced tea. Kyle's secret. Will you do a coding video? Preferably JavaScript. No. Dino277. Are you in college? Did you go to college? If so, what was your selected major? I was biomedical sciences for my undergrad. And like I said, I'm planning to go back. Jason Owen. Do you love garlic or do you love garlic? I love garlic, Jason. Jonathan Lopez. You're beautiful. Thank you. I'd like to know how old you are and what do you like to do for fun, hobbies, and such. So I hope I already answered that second part for you. But I am 23, and I just celebrated my 23rd birthday on May 20th. So, yay. Incantation NYDM. How tall are you? I am 5'5" and a half. 5'6" is on my driver's license. I cheated. JK2222SD. What do you look for in a guy? Relationship, attractiveness-wise. I'm looking for someone who kind of pushes me outside of my comfort zone and someone who is my best friend, and we support each other and we can have fun and joke around, laugh, and just, I don't know, someone I can definitely trust. It's just kind of, I don't know, comfortable to be around, and their goals and interests and values line up with mine. It's important to me. And attractiveness, I don't really have like a type or anything. All the guys that I've dated in the past have all looked very different. But I think it is attractive when they take the time to, I guess, be presentable. Not that they have to like take a lot of time to get ready, but I just mean like it's nice when they, I guess, try to impress you and they, I don't know, dress nice or do something for like a special occasion, like things like that. I don't know. I like when guys are tall. It's comforting. Okay. Nippon TR. Do you know a funny story? My life. Just kidding. Do you know a funny story? I can't be put on the spot like that because then I can't think of one. Rising PHX. Favorite places you've traveled to, want to travel to. Love your videos. Thank you. My favorite place that I've traveled to was, I went over France, over to France, when I was in high school. I took AP French, and I had saved up my money for years to go on that trip. It took me a while. And I loved it. We went to Paris, Nice, Normandy. Gosh, we went everywhere. It was 10 days and it was amazing. I loved it. And then we spent a day in Monaco, and then we crossed over into Italy for a little bit, a couple hours. I went to a little Italian market, which was fun. But I do really want to go to Santorini and Venice. I really want to travel out west in the United States and go do some of the national parks. Yeah, California, I really want to go. Lady Killer on the Road. Since you're a dog owner, I'd like to know if you're a dogs person or do you generally love animals and therefore wouldn't mind owning a cat. I'm not asking this because I'm a cats person. God knows I'm not. I'm just curious where you stand in the dog versus cats debate. I'm terrified of cats. They scare me. I go to pet them and they attack me and they know I'm afraid of them. They single me out and they're like ready to get me. And I'm also allergic, so I'm not a cat person. I'm not. I'm so sorry if you are. I'm not sorry that you are one. I mean, I'm sorry if I offend you and you are a cat person. I'm sure yours is very beautiful. WHXE said, do you like roller coasters? I do. Love roller coasters. Grayson, most trouble gotten into. Oh. When I was in 7th grade, I liked this boy. That was my first mistake. And I was a very good student. I'd like to say I followed the rules. I always did the right thing. And he had convinced me to leave school. And it was during my English class. So I snuck out and pretended to go to the bathroom. And we were walking towards the doors and we got caught. And yes, the principal who caught us was actually one of a family friend of ours. So that did not go over well. No. Needless to say, I did not like him after the fact. That's all it took. Eddie LM said, do you even lift? Duh. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Yeah, boy said, what kind of mic do you use? Well, currently I'm using this. But I do want to get a binaural mic. What kind of mic do you plan on getting? Do unboxing ASMR video. I will when I get that mic. ASMR fan, what's your favorite recent movie? Would you rather get hit with a tranquilizer, dart, or taser? I just realized that I'm probably talking really fast, but I'm just trying to get through these questions and not be super boring. This is definitely not ASMR though, for sure. But my favorite recent movie is The Interview. That was hilarious, and I watched that recently with one of my friends, and it was really funny. Would you rather get hit with a tranquilizer dart or taser? Tranquilizer darts, then I could sleep after. All about the sleeping. Bizou said, favorite painting if you have one. When I took French, we had to study a lot of French Impressionists, and I was in charge of studying Renoir for a year-long project. It was a really long project. And when we went to Paris, we actually got to go to a couple museums, and I was able to see some of Renoir's paintings. My favorite one is these two girls sitting at the piano. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's just beautiful, and yeah, it's my favorite painting. But I really like Monet too. It's nice. Kyle McGillick, if you had the chance to redo something in the past, would you? If so, what would it be? I wouldn't change anything that's happened to me in my life, or anything that I've done necessarily, because essentially everything has led me to this point. But I guess I would change how I reacted to things. A couple years ago, I had kind of gone through like a really rough patch, and I was pretty open about it on my channel. But I had let that affect my schooling and kind of every aspect of my life. And I know, like, in the time it didn't feel like I could do anything differently, but now I wish that I hadn't let it affect me so much, and for as long as it did, I wish that I kind of handled it differently, but you live and you learn, and I don't regret any of that happening, or I don't want to change what happened, if that makes sense. Probably just contradicted myself, but the outcome was okay. David Taban said, I love you. I love you, David. Humphrey Bogart. I love it. My dog's name is Bogart. Have you seen the show Mr. Robot? I have not. And he said, like me, do you despise the corporate world? It has its moments where it's not the best. Snake Bloke. How do you deal with stress? I usually watch ASMR videos. I tend to make a lot of lists of things, so that's how I know I'm stressed out usually. I'll start making lots of lists, but to deal with it, I just start doing the things on my list and kind of cross them out and get them done, and that usually helps. I will go for a run or go for a walk or get some exercise. I will hang out with friends, listen to music, go outside because that's always good therapy. And I'll, of course, drink tea and light some candles and try to relax inside as well. Ramon Briggs, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I really hope that I'm enjoying life and settled into my career, and hopefully living near my family, which I am now, and I'm very happy and thankful for it. I hope I'm just happy and doing the things that I like to do and meeting new people, and I don't know, maybe married, or at least with somebody that I love. Who knows? Kevin Starr. Hi, my name is Brian. How are you? Very confused. Kevin, Brian, whatever your name is, hello. Oh my gosh. Monica, how old are you? If you're in college, what's your major? So I think I answered both of those already. But hi, Monica. How are you? Blonde John, 25. Hey, John. How are you? Haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still studying to become a PA? Have you ever smoked pot? Do you attend church? How often do you text and drive? Wow, these are some deep questions, John. No, I'm not studying anymore to be a PA. No, don't smoke pot. I do not attend church. I used to when I was younger with my family, but it's kind of been my decision to not continue it as an adult. But I'm very open to religion. I'm not against it in any way. I think it's cool when people do believe in a religion and follow it. I think it's really cool. I just personally don't, but I support others who do. And how often do I text and drive? Probably too often. It's not a good habit, but I find myself doing it. Don't do it. It's awful. Labumont said, hey Kaitlyn, lovely to see you again. Question, what are some standout moments in your life? Oh, I love this question. Funniest, scariest, etc. And would you do them again? Thanks. Pick me, pick me. I'm picking you. I love this question. Probably one of the funniest. One of the best moments, and it's like such a, I don't know, it would seem insignificant, I guess, to other people, but it's with my sister, and sometimes she watches my videos, I think, so hi, if you're watching, love you. But it was right after my high school graduation. We were getting ready for my graduation party, And all of my family was kind of out doing things, getting it ready, and we were in charge of making a dessert. So my sister is 10 years older than I am, so she's always been like, she's just, I, God, I love her. She's one of my best friends, honestly. But we do some really stupid things together, and this was one of them. We tried to make Oreo balls. And if anyone knows how to make them, they're probably the simplest dessert possible. So you take a bag of Oreos and you put them in a blender, you crush them up, add a whole block of cream cheese, roll it in a ball, and dip it in chocolate, and that's it. Okay. So it's like 3 ingredients, right? We managed to pour the box of Oreos in the blender, and I don't think the lid was on. The blender went off. Everything went everywhere. We had green cheese like on the floor and the cupboards. It was a mess. We had chocolate on our faces, on our hands, because we were eating it, obviously. And my aunts, uncles, parents, everybody came home. We were like frantically trying to clean it up. And in that moment, we were sobbing because we were laughing so hard, just because we're incompetent and they left us to do one thing. It's kind of like that meme, like, you had one job. We had one job and we couldn't do that. And I was going to be leaving her to go off to school, and we had never been more than a week apart, and I was about to go on the other side of the country for 4 years. And I just remember, like, in that moment, like, it set in that I wasn't going to be seeing her every day and wouldn't have these memories every day. And so as we're laughing in that moment, like, I remember just really taking it in and really thinking about it, and, like, so thankful that she has been such a huge part of my life and that she was there, that we were making those memories. So it's a really long answer, but yeah. And scariest, oh my God, college in general, scary. No, freshman year, actually, my ex-boyfriend, we were at his college, and it is said to be haunted. It's a very old school, and we had some pretty crazy paranormal-esque things happen to us, so that would be scariest for sure. Okay, Miranda Sloan said, what's a weird and or useless fact that you know? It's always when someone puts you on the spot that you become like blank and you can't think of anything. Can't even think of like what I had for dinner like 2 minutes ago. It was much longer than 2 minutes ago, but anyway, weird useless fact. Gum stays inside of your body for 7 years. I don't even know if that's true. Moving on. Machiavelli. How do you maintain your beauty even though you're sick? Oh, just kidding. Real question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully traveling and loving life and enjoying it. Tyler Bryant. What do you do for fun? I think I answered this, so hi Tyler. Hope you're doing well. Lewis Kelly. Butt for a mouth or a mouth for a butt? Mouth for a butt. Thank you for that question. Aaron 13. Have you ever been to Toronto? Get well soon. Thank you. I have been to Toronto. I used to go with my family actually quite a bit. We would go there for little weekend trips, and we would go and see a play, do some sightseeing, eat at some cool restaurants. Yeah, it was really fun. It's been a long time though. I want to say it's been like 10 years since the last time I've been. What's your favorite thing about yourself? Valerie Sakura. I'm sorry, she asked. I love that question. It's really nice. I like that it's a positive thing. I think one of my best qualities is that I am very goal oriented, so if I set my mind to something, I know that I'll do it. Like, I know that I will do whatever it takes and however long it takes to do it until it's done. So that's something I appreciate about myself and I'm proud of. Jennifer Lay said, tell us your absolute favorite beauty product. I actually am going to do a video of all my favorites, and I'll make different categories. But my favorite would probably be Glam Glow, which is like a mud mask that you put on your face, and when it dries and hardens, it's really disgusting to see all the things that have lifted to the surface from your pores. And I'll probably include that in a video as well, maybe do like a little mask on myself or something. Alex Hajna, I butchered that. 2 questions. Do you think you'll ever invest in a binaural mic? Yes, I will. 2, will you go on a date with me? I'm sure you will find someone great, and they will go on a date with you. In the meantime, we'll do a virtual date, like right now. PhD Pepper said, Rich Piana or Jason Genova? I don't know who they are. Thanks for answering my question. Sorry, PhD Pepper. I don't know them. Makeup Madness 716. If you could have dinner with anyone living or dead, fictional or real, who would it be and why? Hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you. Probably either Kevin Hart, because he would just crack me up and I love him, or Meryl Streep, because I love her to pieces. Salvador Militello. You've been watching my videos forever, sir, and I appreciate you. What's your favorite season? That's so basic of me, but fall for sure. And I like the end of spring, early summer when it's not as humid and the weather's really nice. But definitely fall. Hannah Aglow. What is your favorite type of ASMR video that you like to watch? I typically will go for like more laid back, relaxed videos where it's like someone talking and kind of rambling and it's like a sounds video or something. But all of my favorite videos tend to be role plays. I like them, especially like haircut, or like salon type videos. You found Ben. What is your favorite kind of cheese? Cheese is actually like my favorite food, and I wish I was kidding. But I like any type of, if it smells bad, I love it. Like, the worse it smells, the better. So like sharp cheddar, that's like my favorite. But I do like brie and Gouda and goat cheese, feta. I like the soft cheeses. Dino Spinelli, Cune's Blow. I'm sorry you feel that way. Who are your favorite ASMR artists? My all-time favorite, oh my god, I can't pick one. I love Gentle Whispering, Heather Feather, of course, Minx Laura 123. I watch her videos obsessively. She's amazing. Duff the Psych, Robert, I love him. Visual Sounds 1, the one Lilium. I think her name is Love Today ASMR. She's really great. Tony Bamboni. Oh my god, there's so many. If I didn't list your name, I'm so sorry. But there are so many that I watch, and there's so many great ones out there. And every day there's new ones, and it's awesome. CeeLo Torres said, is there a certain career path you're interested in? Medical research? Anthony Kulik, you're a hot chick even if you're sick. Thank you. Rambo Javar. Will you reveal the location of the fountain of beauty you and your fellow sorority ASMR sisters drink from? It's called Lots of Beauty Sleep from ASMR videos. I just realized how dark it is. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I had the screen minimized and the questions pulled up, so I didn't even realize that it was that dark. But the sun is going down and I was relying on my window light. I'm really sorry. Okay. Whispering myth. Omitting appropriate personal details, tell us about the relationship between your best friend and you. How long have you all known one another? How you met? How your personalities balance out? Some interesting facts or memories that you find share-worthy, etc. Have fun. Cheers. P.S. Hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you. This is such a cute question. So my best friend, I met her right before we went off to school. So we were 17, and I live with her now. She's my roommate, and oh my god, she's awesome. So she's Lebanese, and when I met her, she was living in Qatar in the Middle East, and I was living in New York, and we actually met online. So we joke around that we were online dating. That's how we tell everybody we met, through Match.com. No, for our school, incoming freshmen had a way of connecting with other incoming freshmen who were out of state before we got there. So we started talking when we were seniors in high school. And we both knew that we were going to the same school. And yeah, we just started talking. And then when we got to school, we had met up and we got lunch, and then from there we were best friends since. And yeah, it's kind of a funny story, but we're very different, but we do balance each other out. We have so much fun together. We just do a lot of nonsense and a lot of eating and binge watching Netflix on a nightly basis because we live together. And a lot of people ask me if it's weird living with her or if we fight a lot, but we don't at all. We're both very easygoing and laid back, and if we have any problems, we just tell each other up front. So, yeah, we are very open and it works out. Daniel Albert said, "What's your favorite city? Feel better." My favorite city is probably Charleston, South Carolina. It's gorgeous there, and I associate it with really good memories. I almost went to college there, and I went on a road trip to visit the college with my sister and my mom, and we kind of made it like a girls' weekend, and it was just fun. I had a lot of fun. Didn't end up going to school there, though. Sexy Boy HD, what do you do on a typical day? On a weekday, I will wake up, go to work. I get home around 5:30 or 6, and I'll either go to the gym with my roommate, or we'll make dinner together. We will watch Netflix and relax on the couch and just hang out, talk about our days. I'll read a book sometimes, light some candles. Pretty typical stuff. On the weekends, we usually will go to the beach with some friends, or we'll lay out by the pool, go shopping, get lunch, or meet some other people. We like to go out for drinks at night. Yeah. Brandon Turnsky said, "What's your favorite album to listen to?" Lately, I've been loving the Drake album, but typically I'll just listen to random songs here and there. I don't usually listen to, like, albums, but this one I have been. Viking Hun said, "I hope you feel better. Would you please make an eye exam and or another cranial exam? Thank you." I will. I can actually do both of those. I've had a lot of requests to do another cranial nerve exam with my new camera, and I will do that very shortly. Gerard Roy said, what is your favorite video game? I think I said this, but Mario Kart. Jack Arrow, where did that awesome fish go that you had on your wall a couple of your past videos? So that was actually at my parents' house. That was in their bathroom, in their spare bedroom. And I have since moved out, and I live with, like I said, my best friend. But I do go home pretty frequently. They only live about 45 minutes away. And also, for those asking, that's where Jack is. He lives with my parents, and we have 2 other golden retrievers. So at some point, I think I'm going to do a video including all 3, like maybe like a vet role play or something, and have each one be like my patient. But I've only included Jack in my videos before because he's the most well-behaved. The other ones, not so much, so it would be interesting. Kyle Setsko said, what do you want to do before you die? Travel. Travel the world. Esteban Martinez 2 said, got an important one. Vanilla or chocolate? I've got to know. Chocolate is a necessity in my daily life. I eat so much. But when it comes to ice cream, if it's just plain vanilla or plain chocolate, then I would always go with vanilla with some toppings. But if it's chocolate with like chocolate chips and like peanut butter, and then I'm gonna go with the chocolate. David OV 54367 said, what is something you would like to do or accomplish before you settle down? Definitely travel, like I said. I really, really want to get in like the best shape of my life. And I know that's like crazy, but I really want to like run a marathon or do something just crazy and spontaneous. And I want to do some sort of adventurous trip by myself. Go backpack Europe or like do something and just do it on my own, which is crazy. Probably weird, but yeah. Hot Sauce 188 said, are you close or friends with any other content creators in the community? Do you watch Broad City? I do not watch Broad City. I've never seen it before. And I do talk to quite a few other content creators in the community, but I wouldn't say I'm close friends with any of them. Although I wish I was. There's so many nice people out there. I'm really shy, and I tend to not reach out to them, and I should, but I feel so like starstruck talking to some of them. But yeah, there are so many nice ones out there. Dr. Robert occasionally does the psych. He's awesome. I've talked to Minx Laura a couple times. Brittany ASMR, we used to talk a while ago. It's been a long time. But I should reach out and talk to them more because everybody has been so nice to me. Lazy Diaz says, do you smoke weed? No. But 2D said, why are you that cute? Thank you. I don't know. Muhammad Abbas Abd al-Hamid Akim al-Hakid Ahmed Mukhtar al-Husseini. I hope that counted as cardio. What do you think of Trump? Explain your answer. I don't want to get into politics on my channel, so I will just leave it as you have a very long name. Bree Perez 85. Do you have any new favorite authors? He's not new, but I love James Patterson. He's my favorite author. I tend not to stick to just authors. I tend to just read what people suggest to me. So I just kind of pop around to different genres and different authors and different styles of books. But if you have any that you've read recently, please let me know because I'm looking for a new one to read. Luis S. Domingo said, what are your top 5 albums of all time? basically anything Jason Mraz. Love is a 4-letter word. Waiting for my rocket to come. Those two are probably my favorites. Ed Sheeran's X album is really good. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really listen to albums that much. Just kind of random songs. Ralph Waldo Pickle Chips. I love your name. Do you smoke too much and that's what's making you out of breath? Let me close these blinds because I feel like people are looking at me now that it's dark outside. No, I don't smoke. I was out of breath because I was sick. Dan Morgan said, hope you feel better soon. You absolutely do not sound like a man even when under the weather. You sound like a beautiful woman, which makes total sense since you happen to be one. Thank you. I'm curious to know what sounds relax you and what sounds irritate you. What are some of your favorite movies and TV shows? Do you ever listen to ambient music? If not, I'm happy to recommend some of my own. Please do recommend some because I would love to listen to more. My favorite movies they tend to be chick flicks, I won't even lie. I love Leap Year, I love The Holiday, Love Actually, Something Borrowed. They're all chick flicks. TV shows, New Girl, I love Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, those would be my favorites probably. And then relaxing sounds tend to be anything like soft-spoken or different like scratching, like I said, fabric sounds I really like. And honestly, I get irritated by whispering, and I don't know why. Stresses me out actually. And I think it's because I'm trying to like hear what they're saying, and I'm really focused, and I like feel my face getting like tense, and I don't know why. I know I'm in the minority there, but yeah. Ethan Clark said, hi Kaitlyn, I just want to know how many years you played piano for and what made you choose to learn it, and if you ever thought of putting up your old piano cover videos or making new ones for people to watch. I wish I had those videos still, but I don't have them anymore. I have thought of making new ones. Started playing when I was 7, and I used to have this friend who her older sister played piano, so they had a piano at their house, and I would always hear her practicing every time I was over at their house, and I loved it. It sounded so pretty. So I begged and begged my parents to take lessons, and they kept saying no. And finally, after about a year, I would try to learn songs on my own, like by ear, at their house whenever I was there. And finally, they just agreed to let me take lessons, and then they were very pleased after that I actually enjoyed it, and I never wanted to quit. I just wanted to keep learning and keep playing. And I actually eventually ended up teaching my own lessons when I got to be in high school. Crystal Manalo said, hi, I was wondering when can you do ASMR and makeup routine on yourself? I love you, girl. Oh, I love you too. I can do that really soon, actually. A lot of people ask for that, so I can do that. The ASMR review show said, I have 2 questions. What were some of your first experiences with ASMR, and what inspired you to start making videos? Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. My first experience was probably when I was younger, and people would play with my hair a lot, and I loved that. Like I could like the tingling sensation in my scalp, and of course I didn't know what it was, but I loved it. And then what inspired you? Heather Feather, watching her videos. Dr. Spoctopus said, is there anything you don't like about ASMR or making ASMR videos? I don't like some of the more sexual videos that have come into play recently. It gets frustrating because I think they're trying to grab a different audience, and I don't think it should really be categorized as ASMR. That's my personal opinion about it. This is one of the things that I do want to speak out about on my channel, and typically I keep my opinions to myself, but this one I'm infuriated with, that I've been getting questions and comments and messages asking if I can do similar type videos, and it won't ever happen. I just don't even think it's ASMR. And yeah, it gets kind of weird when you have to explain to your family and that you make these types of videos, and they go on and they see suggested videos, and it's a girl in a bra licking a popsicle and displaying that as ASMR. Yeah, it's very difficult to explain to people that that's not what you're trying to do. So, yeah. And then just making videos in general, it's always nerve-wracking to see what people are going to say about it. But I'm very lucky to have really supportive viewers and subscribers, and you guys are awesome. You guys are so nice, so I appreciate it. Instant Wagner said, glad you're back. Also great to see you smile. Thank you. Wake the Faith Up said, more annoying. People who don't signal before switching lanes or turning, or people who chew gum with their mouth open. Super random, but oh well. Keep up the good work. Switching lanes without using their turn signal. Oh my god. People in Florida, I swear to God, like, they're missing that little lever. They don't have it. They don't use it. Little1818 said, what is your favorite thing to do on a weekend? I like to be with my friends and go to the beach. Aaron R. said, hi, yeah, I have 2 questions for you. Have you traveled outside of the U.S. before? Yes, and I've gone to, like I said, France, a little bit of Italy. I've been to Canada. I've been to Mexico. I've been to islands in the Caribbean. And yeah. And do you speak any other languages other than English? Just a little bit of French. Very, very, very small amount. Daryl Newman. Hey, how's it going? I'd love to know what zodiac sign are you? I'm okay with you saying my name too. I love your videos. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Daryl. I am a Taurus, so I am extremely stubborn. Son of Munson. Where are some of the places you'd like to travel to around the world, and why? Happy for my username to use. I would love to go to Ireland so badly. Germany. I want to go to different countries in South America. Mostly the places that I want to visit are obviously for different landmarks and things like that, but I also want to kind of see different cultures and hear different languages and experience different foods, and it'd be cool to kind of go to like festivals and things that are more native to their countries. So. Fresh pineapple. Triangles or squares? Squares, because they have even sides and odd numbers freak me out. I hope you 2 biddies. Why did you decide to do ASMR videos? What inspired you? It's a very popular question. Thank you for your question. I hope I answered that. Amy Orianthi. Favorite TV show, movie, band, singer? I think I answered all of this as well, but hello. Thank you for watching my videos. Oh my god. Shitting Dogs looks funny. Said, do you have a celebrity role model? Of course you can say my username, but you don't have to. It's quite silly. Too late. Yes, it would be either Jennifer Lawrence, because she's amazing, and she's herself 100%, and she is always speaking up for what's right. Emma Watson is amazing. I love her. Same thing. She's just super strong, and she's constantly standing up for people who may not have as big or strong of a voice as she does. And they said, oh, I don't know why, I'm curious about that, but what's your favorite breakfast? I love anything where it's like basically a dessert, but you can kind of get away with a breakfast. Like crepes or like pancakes with different fruits and like whipped cream and stuff. Piggy Wiggy, what secret can you share with us? It's got to be juicy and not bland. I'm wearing sweatpants right now. In most of my videos, I'm wearing like normal clothes from the top up and the top down, and I'm just wearing sweatpants. This is about as juicy as I'm gonna get. Vivid Dreaming 1. Hey, can I ask, what was your first ASMR experience like, and what has been your best real-life ASMR experience? I think I talked about the first one with the hair playing. And the best real-life ASMR experience, I think, would be anytime someone like softly or like lightly touches my skin. That's like crazy ASMR inducing for me. And that happens all the time, even if someone like just gently like brushes up next to me or something, even if it's on accident, like it's crazy. Kaitlyn Elaine said, you have the same name as me. Hi Kaitlyn, yeah, we spelled the same way too. It's cool. A disappointed horse. What's the biggest animal you think you could throw over the crossbar of a soccer football goal? Not suggesting you would, just curious. A possum. I don't know. Matthew Davies said, how do you get your teeth so late? I do actually use at-home teeth whitening kit. I may actually do a video on that. People ask all the time. And it's cool because it includes like the little blue LED light that you kind of hold up to your mouth. So I think I could make it ASMR inducing with the light. Maybe I'll do that. Patrick Brennan said, have you ever been to Canada? Yes. Toronto, Niagara Falls. If so, where have you been and why? My brother went to school near Niagara Falls in the United States, but we would travel over to the Canadian side a lot for different weekend trips and such. In Toronto, same thing, we would go to plays, like I said. If not, is there a place in Canada you would like to visit and why? I would still love to go to Quebec, Montreal, and Vancouver. Quebec and Montreal for the French and food, the culture, the buildings I heard are beautiful and very, very much like France, so that would be cool. Very intricate question that probably won't get answered, but worth a shot. I answered it for you. Have a good day. How old are you? I am 23. Jams, bro. Oh, that was Dong Kanakio. Picture that. Joms Bro said, what would be the one thing you would love to do in your life? Go into space, master bioengineering, gain the ability to turn yourself into a giant dinosaur. What is your one dream? I think it would be amazing to have some sort of breakthrough in cancer research and write a book about it or a research article or something where I could kind of combine all of my passions into one. I love to write. I love, obviously, helping people in the medical field, and I'm a huge science nerd, so that would be pretty life-changing for many, many people. Jose Manuel Gongora Lopez said, you sound fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Question, do you have any social media to follow you on? For extra credit, nice physics question for me. Jose, I'm falling for your trickery. I do have social media, however, it is my personal account. So I don't have any ASMR related social media accounts anymore. I used to have Facebook, but they took it down, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't have any for my ASMR accounts. I know a lot of people have found me on Instagram. I don't think I'm that hard to find. But again, it's my personal account. It's not ASMR related. If you want to follow me on there, by all means. But yeah. Like I said, I haven't told very many people in my personal life about my channel, so that's why I'm just trying to keep them separate. I don't really want people commenting on my things. I guess requesting videos and things like that. I just would rather have that on my YouTube channel. But if you want to see my life, I guess, what I'm up to, and you're interested, I guess I will include the link in the description below. Hand shot first. Will you marry me? Sure. We're married, it's done. Fuck Bob Shitpants said, does everyone in your family have such impressive eyebrow spacing? And yes, you can use my username, Mr. and Mrs. Shitpants would be very proud. Oh boy. Their username is amazing. Eyebrow spacing? I don't know. My family is a good-looking bunch, and I'm grateful to have some of their genes. Jacob Humany said how much he squat, bench, and deadlift thinks. Enough to get the job done. Alan Galarza said, what is your second favorite color? I need to know. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's like a seafoam green, like a mint green. Cold 022 said, what is your dream job or career? Hopefully research. SWS Boy said, you're so beautiful and your voice is so soothing. You're an angel. Thank you. How are you so amazing? Thank you. That's really sweet. Bethany Marcinto said, what made you want to make these types of videos? Just other ASMR artists, like I said. Heather Feather, she's amazing. And at the time, I didn't really have any hobbies or other things like going on in my life, so I knew I needed to kind of put my energy into something positive and do something, hopefully to help others. Punk Rocker 283 said, less of a question and more of a request, but can you do more stuff with Jack? I know it's probably tough to get him to cooperate, but oh man, that dog is adorable. Yes, I can. I love him. I love making videos with him. He's awesome. I sure can. Bora Boros said, simplest question of all, what makes you happy? Being around my friends and family makes me happiest. When I try new things and kind of go out of my comfort zone, I tend to love it, and I tend to be kind of, not timid, but I kind of keep to myself and stick to what is safe a lot. So when I'm like forced to do something outside my comfort zone, I always end up loving it and having fun, and I'm glad that I did. So yeah, I'm traveling and eating lots of food. Whew. Nathan said, what kind of car do you drive? What is your dream car? I don't really have a dream car. I really like my car. It's a Mazda 3, and her name is Bella, most importantly. Joe Ben said, that happens to me sometimes when I'm talking to someone on the phone, rarely in person. I don't know if it's me trying to talk too fast. I'm somehow not getting in enough air or what. How tall are you? Just wondering. Yeah, I'm always out of breath. I think I just get excited. This is like the first time I'm really talking in like a normal voice on my channel. And I know it's not ASMR whatsoever, but in real life I talk really fast, so always out of breath. But yeah, I'm 5'5.5". Philip Kitirio said, no question, just stating a fact. You're a beautiful genetic superstar. Thank you. John NYC Prepper said, how many licks does it take to reach the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Not falling for this. BH069me1 said, you, want to go grab a drink. Thank you for the offer. It was very sweet. you can drink virtually through your computer screen. Humphrey Bogart. Yes, I love your name. My dog's name is Bogart. Have you ever tried Vegemite? I don't know what that is, so no, probably not. Eleanor Bohemio said, do you have a boyfriend? What do you know about Argentina? I would love to go to Argentina. I'm familiar with very basic facts about it, but I would love to go and learn more. Are you from Argentina? That'd be really cool if you are. Then do I have a boyfriend? I do not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not, as in I'm not dating anybody. I was, and I'm not. Paul, how is good old Jack these days? Jack is great. He's hanging in there. Male bitch 92 said, will you make a Q&A video? Maybe. Cortano, if you could travel anywhere in the world right now, just by snapping your fingers, where would you go and why? To Italy, to eat some food because I'm starving, and to meet a cute Italian boy. What is your current favorite ASMR video? Minx Laura just made a really cool one with foam. It's like a, what's that called? Like the spongy foam where it's like different colors. I don't know, but it has some really awesome sounds. I suggest you check it out. Will I be your girlfriend? Haha, just kidding. He goes in corner and cries. Don't cry. I'm sure you're very sweet and you will find a girl. Don't cry. Simon W. My question is as follows. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very, how ticklish are your feet? There are 12. I understand this has little to do with ASMR, but I thought I'd ask the question out of courtesy. Thanks. Appreciate it. Drac, I said, do you currently have a job? No trouble for username. Hope I answered that for you. Moy 2005 said, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you, paranormal-wise? Use my new username, it's okay, and feel better soon. Thank you. So yeah, I'll go more into detail. My ex-boyfriend, he went to college freshman year at this really old university. And it used to be a really old hotel where back in the day, different presidents and celebrities, things like that, would stay at the time. Well, then they converted it to a college, and he was living on campus in one of the dorms, and it was said to be haunted. And one night we were watching a movie, and someone had spilled something on the floor where it was sticky and tacky, and they had like a tile floor. And whoever cleaned it up didn't do that great of a job because it was still tacky. And we were like laying down, the lights were off, and out of nowhere, nobody was up walking around. Everybody was laying down. All you heard was footsteps going through like the sticky whatever was on the floor. And we turned the lights on and nobody was there. It was terrifying. Random things would happen all the time. Doors would slam. You would randomly feel like a cold burst in the room. It could have been different changes of pressure or like the air conditioning, but there were just so many things that were too many things to be coincidences. But the scariest was one day it sounded like beads broke and like fell on the floor and like dispersed, and it sounded like they were all rolling around underneath my ex-boyfriend's roommate's bed. So that was terrifying. And he was laying in it at the time, but we like grabbed him and like pulled him out because we were so scared. Yeah, okay. Memorable word. What do you like to do for fun? You can send a username. I hope I answer this. I feel like I answered it a lot, but I thank you for asking your question, and I hope you're having a good day. Alejandro Perez Martin said, what are you studying? Regrets from Spain Beauty. I'm a science nerd, so biomedical sciences. Jack the Irishman. Hey Kaitlyn, here's a question for your Q&A. When your day is complete rubbish and you just feel lost, what is the one thing that makes you feel good about yourself, helps you get through, and it makes you glad you're you? Of course you can use my username, proud of it. Stay strong. Hey, we're all right behind you, Jack. I love that question. Thank you, Jack. When I feel lost or I'm having like a really bad day, in general, I try to kind of be by myself and seclude myself, and I know that's not good. So lately I've been trying to be around other people, or like go get some fresh air, or go for a walk. And I've noticed that being outside and being around other people helps a lot, because you kind of see what's going on in the world around you. And it puts things into perspective that it's not just you out there that's feeling this way. There's, somebody could have just had the best day of their life, and at some point they may have just been feeling the way you were. And it could be this person walking past you. You never know. So it's really, I don't know, comforting and humbling to kind of be around other people and realize maybe you're not alone, and you're not crazy for feeling the way you do. It's okay, it's valid, and everybody goes through it. So yeah, that helps. Also tea and ASMR, of course. Some candles, that helps too. Wild7079 said, Hi Kaitlyn, who's your favorite actor and actress? I love Meryl Streep and Denzel Washington, my favorite actor and actress. Eric Sanchez, what has been the best part of your day so far? Making this video and talking to you guys. Love it. The Spectre said, do you watch The Flash or Arrow? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Jenny, if you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? I would be like a lavender plant or something. Something that's calming and hopefully. But yeah, I just love lavender, so I would hope to be a lavender plant. Oh my god. Your username. I can't read it. What are you studying, or which is your job? I think I answered both of those. I'm sorry I can't read your username, but hello, thank you for your comment. Jimmy Paco said, could you do a dentist roleplay? I can do that. Pearl Jam fan, do you still watch The Walking Dead? I do, but I'm not caught up. I need to get caught up. Don't tell me what happens. Keon Take Him said, I wonder what your ideal type is. Tell me in detail. Like I said, someone who I can be myself around and be goofy, and still someone who takes me seriously and respects me and supports me, and we just have fun together, and yeah, I can be myself. Mike M. Did you get into grad school? What are you studying? Hi Mike, I hope I answered that question. Jesus is my God, the way, the truth, and the life. What helps you deal with your anxiety disorder? Please use my username, thanks. ASMR helps a lot. Reading books on meditation and anxiety and depression, that's been like the biggest thing for me lately. I find it really therapeutic to read something that I have a hard time putting into words on how I'm feeling. And it's comforting to know that someone not only can put it into words, but they understand it enough. And maybe they've gone through it as well. So it is comforting to know it's not just you, although you never hope that other people go through it. But it does help. Fuck about your pants, you're back, round 2. What's your favorite movie and why is it Die Hard? Oh god. Junior Gonzalez, are you satisfied with the amount of questions you've answered throughout your video? Yes, I am. I was not expecting this many. Thank you guys. Oh, Plink Kink said, what is your plan for world domination? To take it over with adorable puppies. Anna S., what's the best thing that has ever happened to you? Love you. Probably moving away from home and jumping so far out of my comfort zone that it's kind of led me to every decision I've made past this point. That was, again, when I was 18, I moved down to Florida from New York, and that was the best thing that I've ever done. Daniel Frazier. Hi, Kaitlyn. I was wondering, what is your favorite sports team? Any sport, professional or otherwise? Thanks. Looking forward to your next ASMR video. The Packers are my favorite. They are awesome. I follow them religiously. And I watch some of my college, the college I went to. I follow some of their sports as well. Benny92, what are your future goals? I think I've answered this a lot. It's my birthday, so if you can give me a birthday shout out, I would highly appreciate it. Happy birthday, Benny! I know it was last week, but happy birthday. Hope it was a great day. Darcy Marie Druck said, what are your future goals? What do you enjoy doing for fun when you're not filming? By the way, you are amazing. Feel better. Thank you, Darcy. I think I answered these questions, but thank you so much for your comment. You're sweetie. Dan Bogdan said, if someone were to create a sandwich and name it to Kaitlyn, what would be in it? What's the best place you went on a date? The sandwich would be super unhealthy. It would be like mac and cheese and like bacon and lots of cheese, like french fries. Oh, yeah. Or it would go the other way and it would be like a Nutella and banana, peanut butter, fluff, pressed sandwich. The best place I went on a date was probably at this park that's along the water in the city that I live in. We had gone there, and then right before we had gone to a sporting event, so it was really fun to just kind of unwind and walk afterwards and talk and catch up, and yeah. Would you like to go there and eat sandwiches? I'll tell you what, Dan Bogdan, we'll go somewhere else and have sandwiches. We'll create our own place. Jersey's Maciel said, will you marry me? Sure. XRAM478. I think I'm married to like 4 people now. This is cool. XRAM478. How's your day been going for you? Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I am feeling much better. And my day has been really great, and it's about done. So after this video, I'm going to make some tea and get in bed probably. Tomorrow's Friday. Pencil Chest Jack, are you single? I am single. Yes. Darlin Colo, what's the country you want to visit most? Italy. Do I have a boyfriend? No, do not have a boyfriend. Pearl Jam fan, what's your favorite cuss word? I have the mouth of a sailor, and I'm not proud of it, so I will internalize that one. Scary Degree said, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why? California. I've never even been, but I want to go so badly. Jason Mraz lives in San Diego, and that's enough said. But it seems so chill and beachy and laid back and so much to do, and yeah, the weather seems really nice. Yeah, so that is all of the questions. Let me get back to the screen. There we go. So thank you guys so much for asking all of the questions and just being so supportive. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you guys. And I know this video wasn't relaxing whatsoever. I again apologize that this is on my webcam, and oh my god, it's an hour and 30 minutes. You just watched me ramble for an hour and a half. Bless your heart. probably not still watching. If you made it this far, you let me know, because I would be shocked. But, thank you guys again for sticking with me. You guys are amazing, and I promise a roleplay will be coming up. Hang in there, and take care. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.